Everyone, welcome back to my latest baby trapping video. Before we get into the attacking clips, I'm just going to go over a couple things on the baby trap account, just troop comp and all that, just so you guys have that in the back of your mind while you're watching this video. So currently I have about 1.9 million troops, 500k tier 2 infantry, 200k tier 2 reptilian riders. I don't have very much cav on this account, so keep that in mind when people are hitting me. Also, I have a million tier 1 archers. That's to counter any counter attacks. Again, I'm always going to be an infantry phalanx, so having that a massive amount of range is going to really help reduce the losses from cav blasts. I also have, let's see, 3 heroes right now that I've got up. Oathkeeper's at purple, almost to gold. Demon Slayer is basically just blue, and then the next one's Bombing Goblin. Again, I have mostly infantry range, so those are the heroes I'm going to have on my wall. I currently have 3 infantry heroes on my wall. I also have the Pegasus one. That's the new hero. Again, that's just because I got a big infantry front line to stop the hits, and then the range back line to do most of the damage. So keep that in mind while you're watching the video today, and I think that's everything. I currently have a bunch of people's leaders, but that's just because I'm attacking people. Anyways, let's get into the video. I will showcase all these attacks, and there was a bunch of them. I almost have 5 million kills now. I had about 0 kills before we started, so I got about 5 million kills trapping, so let's get into the clips. Everyone, welcome to the first clip on my baby trap. So this is the first attack I ever took on this account. It was from I think it was a 17 million might tier 3 castle. He sent 126,000 troops at me. These are the guys I'm looking to trap. The kind of like the 15 mil plus let's say tier 3 accounts. They're going to be sending about 100k to 200k tier 3. That's what this account is made for. Again, this is not like a tier 4 trap. I'm not looking to trap tier 4 players on this account. Well, at least yet. I can't trap tier 4 players right now. It would be impossible for me to take a tier 4 hit. I'd probably really badly burn. Again, I'm only 11 million might on this account. If you want a baby trap that's going to be trapping tier 4 players, you want to be closer to 20 mil, maybe 30 mil, depending on their stats and stuff like that. But if I was 20 million might, I could cap tier 4 players, I'm pretty sure, as long as they're like new tier 4 players and all that. People in this kingdom, it would be totally fine. Again, there is a lot of tier 4 players in this kingdom because one of the Emperor guilds have made a bunch of alt accounts and they're getting like Emperor titles and stuff during Wonder Wars. It's kind of crazy, but I'm going to stay away from them. They're all in ZFZ. I'm trying to stay away from that guild as much as possible. So I'm going after these smaller guilds and stuff like that. Something more my size. Again, I'm only 11 million might. I'm a C16 castle. A lot of these guys are 15 to 20 mil. Some are 30 mil, up to 50 million might. Those are the guys I'm trying to trap right now. And again, a lot of them are newer players. They don't know what traps are. People in my own guild do not know what traps are, and they're like, oh my god, run away. But let's go on to the next clip here. This is another guy. He's another tier 3 player. He thinks he can burn me pretty easily. Again, a lot of these people have been hitting these brown castles and stuff and beating up on these small guys because they spend a little bit of money and they have their tier 3 troops and they're just like, oh, I can totally take them on, and they have no idea what they're attacking. They don't know they don't know what they're getting themselves into. This guy only had 24,000 infirmaries, so that was a lot of reds for his tier 3. Thankfully, a lot of that does go into the sanctuary now. If you fill your infirmaries while attacking someone, the troops will go into the sanctuary, and you do get 80% of those back. So it's not the worst thing ever. I was using that for quite a bit too, just because if you're attacking, sometimes it's cheaper to actually just throw them into the sanctuary than actually having to heal them, especially at this low might when your resources are so limited. That's something that's a real problem right now. I can't get anything from my other account, so I can't gift this account or anything like that. So I'm kind of stuck with what I have right now. I mean, it's a lot of troops, obviously. I've got 500k tier 2 and about a million tier 1. So it works out really well, but my gear and all that stuff is kind of lacking, especially my heroes. And that's the main reason why I cannot take hits from these big guys. And that's one of the guilds I was trying to stay away from. So ZFZ did find me. I got posted in global, and I guess some of them were online. And one of them decided to hit me. Thank God it was not one of their tier 4 players. This is another guy from UBR just hitting me. They've put a 5 million bounty on me. This guy sent 94,000 at me. Tier 3, Tier 2 mix. Again, this is perfect. This is what I want to be hit by because this is more my kind of like my speed again. If it was a good tier 3 player, he will get a walk back from me, by the way. If he has a C25 with good heroes and about sending like 250,000 tier 3, I cannot cap that yet. It's mostly because my heroes suck. Like, I don't have any gold heroes, and the gold heroes add so much damage to your baby trap. Those are what you want to go for. So I'm currently trying to get a gold, what's the hero? I can't remember the name. Anyways, I'm trying to get some gold heroes right now. I'm almost there. I have one purple, one blue, one green. That's it. So I'm a little lacking in that, but yes, there is someone coming in right now. And this guy is from ZFZ. ZFZ's Jana there is also scouting me. That person might be a tier 4 player, so I have to be really careful about that. I am in Fury, so at this point I was a little worried because if they did port on me and hit me with their tier 4, I couldn't shield, so I would be in big trouble. I was just kind of like, oh no, and they're like, and Baby there in my guild, he's like, who's hitting him? Like, oh no, it's ZFZ. This is not the guild I want, because they have like 10 to 15 tier 4 players, and again, some of them are alts to the Emperor guild, I'm pretty sure, because they were getting Emperor titles at one point, so I was just like, and our kingdom had an Emperor like title as well at one point as well, so I was 100% sure who is going to be coming in right now, because I could be in big trouble. So I'm just kind of looking around, trying to get ready. I was actually going to pop an attack boost to take the 48 mil might guy. Again, this is the first time I've been testing out this trap, so I had no idea what I could take. So I was a little more on edge on what I could take, so I was like, I'll pop the attack boost, take that attack, see what he was sending, because again, I don't know how many troops he's sending. It was only 151,000, so that was not a big deal at all. So it wasn't too bad. I was thinking he might be sending more like 180,000 or something like that, so I was a little bit more worried, but it was only 150,000, so it ended up being totally fine. I was like, okay, whew. Again, I popped the attack boost after the scout came in, because I didn't want to give them my scout, because I'm not trying to give the whole kingdom how many troops I have right now. I want the little bit of mystery going on still. Also, if you're watching this video and your guild's in the kingdom, don't tell anyone my comp. That way I can get more traps, because as soon as you tell them I have like 2 million troops, they probably won't hit me, and the people who will hit that are the people I don't want to hit that anyway. So this guy, yeah, he sent mixed tier 2, tier 3. It wasn't as dangerous as I thought. His heroes weren't great or anything like that, but I have got hit by a couple good tier 3 players so far, and I found out, yeah, I couldn't cap them, but they don't burn me. I just don't have enough damage yet. I need the gold heroes for the squad attack, plus the extra like 30% attack for infantry and stuff like that. Bombing Goblin will give me the army attack, which I'm really looking forward to, but I do need to get Oathkeeper up first for that infantry HP. Again, frontline is infantry for this. I cannot switch my phalanx or anything like that. So again, let's get into this clip here. There is 60,000 troops walking towards me. I did say I felt a little bad for him, because I'm pretty sure this is all the troops he has. So he probably only has about 60,000 troops. He's about to lose 40,000 of them to red. I was like, I kind of feel bad for him, but again, that's part of the game. It's a war game, so I felt sort of bad, but didn't feel super bad at the same time, because he's hitting me. So I can't feel bad for someone who's hitting me, but I did feel a little bit bad. And yeah, he did lose about 40,000 of his troops. It was all tier 3 though. Those pesky siege, everyone has siege nowadays, so sometimes it's a little bit harder to cap, because sometimes people will walk back with those pesky siege, just because, again, I don't have the best attack, I don't have really good gear, don't have good jewels or good heroes. You could be 11 million might and do much better than this trap, just if you had the better heroes and better gear. But again, that's kind of what it is when you're first starting out. This account is less than a month old, and it's not like a heavy pay-to-play account or anything like that. But obviously, did have some gems and bought some gems and stuff to get the trap going, but it's not going to be a heavy pay-to-play account by any chance. Wasn't planning on that anyways. So yeah, see, I capped that. You do get really good experience, or this is the best way to get experience, getting people to hit you, because again, I am also not accepting turf quests because I don't want that extra might, so it is a little bit harder to actually get your hero level up, because that's really important for your talents to get those extra attacks. And this one's also an interesting clip here. I actually hit this guy. This is 4N Angel. He was out farming, left his leader at his base with only about 4,000 troops, so I scouted him and took this guy's leader about, I don't know, like 5 minutes before this. He obviously came back in line and realized I had his leader, so he's like, oh no! And then he has all his troops now, so I'm not sure how many troops he's sending at me right now. Again, the watchtower at C16 sucks. All I can see is approximate. He's like, he's approximately sending 100,000 troops. Is that 199,000 or 100,000? I don't know. We'll find out right now. Let's see. He said 166,000, 120,000 reds. Again, a lot of these players don't have many beds, and they're not expecting to get capped on a C16 castle when they have tier 3. Again, they think their tier 3 is way stronger, and they don't understand how many troops a castle can actually have. A lot of them are like, oh, I thought you could only have like 60,000 troops, but on defense, you can have unlimited amounts of troops. Not all of them will like be added in. And Bad Charlie actually saw this, so he's another person in my guild, and he went in and actually burned the guy, or at least supported in the burn the guy. But I was like, he doesn't really have anything at that point, because yeah, pretty sure he sent them all, and then he healed up 40,000 troops and then sent them at me again. So unfortunately, he did take some more reds on this, so he's kind of just zeroing himself at this point. Had another 17,000 reds on that one. Again, it's all tier 3. But yeah, again, I have his leader, so he wants the leader back, and then Bad Charlie went in and burned him after that. But Bad Charlie actually has some decent gear. I would not want to get hit by Bad Charlie. He's a tier 3 player, but he's a tier 3 player that would definitely get a walk back from me and probably do quite a bit of damage if he did. So I'm like, wow, he has really nice gear. Because again, this is a really new kingdom, so all the good packs aren't out either, so for that pre-60, he's actually got pretty decent gear. So here comes someone else coming in here. Oh, this is the, what's called Brown Castle beside me. I had burned them. Again, these guys don't kind of realize what's going on, so they're going to go in and try and hit me anyways. He's at 23,000 troops. Ended up getting 9k reds from that. Did 84 damage to my front line, so he did some damage. But yeah, he did end up losing a bunch of his troops. But again, these players are just having fun anyways. Like, sure, you're losing like 40% of your troops, but you don't really have very many troops to begin with. So here comes another WT guy coming in here. He's speeding up. He's another bigger tier 3 player. Well, bigger for this kingdom. Again, it's a new kingdom, so very, very, very new kingdom. So anyways, this is 886, if you guys are wondering. If you guys want to come join us and maybe you have a new account somewhere else, or you want to build a new account, just come join me. I'm in DHG in 886. So that guy sent 180,000, so he actually had a full attack there, 180,000 troops. Unfortunately for him, again, I was a trap, ended up losing 135,000 of those troops. It wasn't all tier 3 though, so he did lose mostly tier 2. I lied. He lost 45,000 tier 3 as well, so I lost a bunch of troops on that, so gave me some new free kills. Again, I have a ton of clips. Like, this is just like part 1 of these trapping clips. I have like 5 million kills right now, and I think I got most of them on video. I took a couple small rallies as well on this. Again, I don't have the damage to cap the rallies, but since I'm pretty strong, I'm not actually losing the rallies either, so it's pretty cool. And again, I can go into Fury on this account because the Fury is only 3 minutes, and if I don't want to be rallied, what I do is I drop the guild tags and they can't start a rally on me. That's what I did in one of the first clips there when you saw ZFZ coming to hit me. No one could start a rally on me because I had dropped out of my guild, and once you drop out of a guild, once you're below C16, they cannot rally you. So yeah, I was just kind of looking at them, seeing what's going on, seeing if they're healing up or not, and going in for a second attack or not. But yeah, so I'm like, the only problem is I might run out of speeds to heal, because again, I use most of my speeds to build the troops. So I'm like, I have very little speeds and very little gems right now after I build all my troops. So I'm like, what would happen if I actually ran out of gems and speed ups? I guess I would have to buy a pack to heal. But this guy sent me a funny message. He's like, oh, yeah, I eat shit like you for breakfast. I'm like, you eat shit for breakfast? Ew, gross. That was actually from a movie. I can't remember what movie it was, but yeah, so I do crack myself up sometimes. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed the first part of my baby trapping clip today. I will have a ton more of these clips coming out. If you guys have any questions about the baby trap, leave it in the comments down below. Also, like the video if you like these videos, and I'll see you guys in the next one.